Welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and I'm very excited to have all of you like every Wednesday today in my house and in my channel. Well, I already prepared a cup of coffee because I want to talk with you. I want to prepare this class, and while we are making this amazing project, I want to smell and to drink this coffee with you. Okay? I want to show you how you can make this beautiful color. It is so easy and it looks amazing. You can create amazing combinations of colors and of materials too to create this amazing color. Well, first I will give you the material list and then I will give you the step by step to teach you how we are going to make it. This is an idea that I learned and that I saw in an international fair of handcraft, and it was specialized in knit and in crochet. I went to Germany and this trend was there, and I want to teach you and I wanted to make it for all my followers and for all my teje amigas here, and I want to share this idea with you. Well, let's start right away and let's don't lose more time. Well, for this color we are going to need 100 grams of Burcum and 100 grams of Burcum in a plain color. I choose this combination because I feel that it goes very well, and a hook of number 12 millimeters. Remember that if you want to use the same materials that I use in all my videos, here I will leave all the information. Remember that if you want to buy and use the same materials that I use in all my videos, you can visit my online store www.lauracepeda.es. Hello, I have a big announcement to make. I want to share with all of you that now you can download and you can buy all my magazines in this new app of My Ideas. Just you have to download the app of My Ideas, and there you can find all the different numbers and all the different volumes that I have made with this amazing editorial. You will see that these amazing magazines are so easy to follow. Remember that these magazines are written by me and I share all the diagrams so you can follow and clearly make these amazing projects with me. So please don't miss it and download all the magazines. Well, with one thread of the color you choose to start, we are going to start making chains. I suggest that you make these chains loose, okay? We are going to make 72 chains, okay? Like this, loose. And when we came back, our hook has to fit on in the chains, okay? So that's why you have to make them loose. Here we have 72 chains. Well, chain one more. And now for the second row we will start making single crochet. We are going to always take the below part of the chain like this. So here we have 1, 2, look, here is where I will insert our hook, my hook, 2, and if we made 72 chains, well, we must have 72 single crochets. And like this is how we are going to continue making single crochet until we finish the 72 single crochets, okay? Before you continue, please make sure that you have 72. Well, now turn around, and to continue with the next row, we are going to take first the both parts of the chain and single crochet. Then the others, we are just going to take the back of the chain, look, like rib stitch. And we will continue like this, only taking the back part of the chain. You have also to make sure that you are making 72 single crochet, rib stitch, okay? This is called like this because we are only taking the back part of the chain. Please make sure that you don't twist while you are making this. You have to check that you will go in this line. Sometimes you can get confused and twist your project and you can crochet in the other side. So you have to make sure and pay attention. I think that the first rows are the most difficult because you need like your full attention, because this is the base of your project. And if this is not, well, this is not correct, well, later on will be difficult to correct it, okay? We are going to make 12 rows like this one, and we are going to count them like this. As you can see here, we form a little pleat, so we will count the rows like this: 1, 2, 3, until we have 12. This will be the half part of our project, and then we will leave the bottom holes to continue with the next color. And remember, it's very important that the first and the last stitch, we will take the both parts of the chain and then we will continue with the rivet stitch. We are going to continue like this until we have 12 rows more, okay? Here we are making the second one. Well, see you when I finish these 12 rows. Look, here I finished the 12 rows. I will measure it so you can have an idea. Probably you crochet a little bit loose or a little bit tight, but you must have 10 centimeters, okay? So now you are going to count the rows like this. From here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Well, now we are going to make the bottom hole where we are going to join the other part of the collar, okay? So we will first crochet 8. Remember that the first stitch we are going to take both parts of the chain, then we are going to continue with the rivet stitch. So here we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we are going to make the bottom hole. Crochet 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in the ninth we are going to insert our hook, taking both parts of the chain and single crochet, and again rivet stitch. So this is how it looks. Look, this is the bottom hole. So we are going to make 16 rivet stitch and then 8 chains more. Look, here is the first bottom hole. Then I crochet 16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. The last one, I took the 2 parts of the chain. Now 8 chains more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in the ninth we are going to take both parts of the chain and we are going to insert our hook. Well, look, here we crochet 8, then the bottom hole, then 16, the bottom hole, and here again we are going to crochet 16, then 8 chains, and we will finish with the 8 rivet stitch. And remember that the last one we are going to take both parts of the chain. So it's very important that in each row we count our stitches because we will need the exact number of stitches for this. So here we have 1 bottom hole, 2, and 3. We have 8 with 8 chains, 16, then 8 chains, 16, 8 chains, and we finish with 8 like we started. Again, we will repeat this series of 12 rows. We are going to start counting from here until 12, okay? So we are going to continue with the same color. We will use this skein of yarn almost until we finish. this part of the project. Okay, well, remember that the first stitch I took the two parts of the chain and then I continue with rev stitch. So it's very important also that you count your stitches. Remember that you must have 72. Here in the bottom hole, it's important that you pay attention. You will take both parts of the chain, look, like this. You are going to crochet all these 8 chains like this, and then the others you are going to continue with rev stitch. Also, it's very important that you count 8 chains, okay? Because here sometimes it can be tricky and maybe we can crochet 2 stitches in one. So it's very important that you also count, and we are going to make the same when we pass through the bottom holes that we made. And then we will continue with the rev stitch in the other parts. Okay, we will repeat this series of the bottom holes and of the 12 rows almost until we finish the skein of yarn. I will show you how. So look, this is how it looks, and we are going to repeat this until we finish the skein of yarn. Here I get ahead and I repeat the same with the plain color. Look, 1, 2, and 3 bottom holes, and I repeat the same instruction, and when we finish the one that we are making, we are going to pass through these bottom holes. I made 12 rows here and 12 rows here. Well, when we finish to make the other part of our project, I will show you how we are going to finish it and how we are going to braid them, okay? You can make it in the same color, both in plain color or with the nouns skein of yarn. It's up to you. So once you finish these both parts, I will show you how we are going to continue, and remember to count always 72 stitches. Well, here I have both parts. They are exactly the same with the same number of stitches and with the same number of rows. So here on one side, I join them with my markers. It's very important that you have and that you buy these kind of markers. Are very useful for all the kind of projects, okay? Well, now I will figure out how I'm going to teach you how we are going to braid them, okay? Just let me put the camera in some place where you can see it. We are going to use the bottom holes to pass through one lash from one color and one lash from the other. So far we just have to join these both parts from one side. So we are going to take the part 1, this one in plain color, and we are going to pass through the first bottom hole like this. Now we are going to take the bottom hole of the plain color of the part 1 and we are going to pass through the part 2, that it's the one in colors. You can make a lot of combinations and you can also use different materials and it will look amazing. I think that so far it's looking good, right? Well, you are going to see that you are correct because you are going to see how many bottom holes you have been used. For example, in this case, I already used the one in colors and also the one that I have in the plain colors. So we will repeat again. We will pass through the first part into the bottom hole of the part 2 and then we are going to repeat again. So we are going to repeat the same instruction, the same step in the last bottom hole. So this last part of the part 2 we are going to pass through the last bottom hole, and it looks like this. So now that we have this, I will show you how we are going to join and how we are going to close this collar. Okay, so once we have these two pieces like this, we are going to turn around and we are going to see that we first have the colors under and the plain color up. Over. And in this other side the same. So we are going to fold the color like this, and we are going to first join the plain color, and then we are going to join the piece with color. So we are going to take an embroidery needle, and with one thread from the yarn that we were using before, we are going to sew these two pieces. And here I will look for the last thread. So here I'm going to make a knot, and I always use the eye of the embroidery needle because I don't want to create any damage in the yarn. So this is a tip and a secret that I gave you. If this is the first time that you watch one of my videos, well, I always sew like this way. I took one stitch from here and one from the other side, and like this I'm going to join the plain color. Well, here in this part it's also important that you remove the markers. I only use the markers to help me braid these two pieces, but well, now you can remove it and continue sewing this plain part. Well, look, here I finished. At the end I pull a little bit and I crunch a little bit my collar to create these little pleats. And here I will make a knot, and with this we'll finish to join these two pieces. Now cut your thread, and hey, look at my nails, I love it. I have just made my nails and I love how they look. But well, once you have the embroidery needle with you, well, we are going to pass through the embroidery needle like this, and then we are going to take these two loose threads and we are going to pass them through like this. It's too tight, but try it. And like this we are going to hide these threads. Look. And we will repeat the same with the other piece. We are going to take one thread from the same yarn that we were using, make a knot, and with our embroidery needle we are going to continue. We are going to take one stitch from one side and one stitch from the other side. Remember that I use the eye of the embroidery needle to sew. So one stitch from here. With this technique we are not going to create any pleat. So I love to use it. This is one technique that my mother taught me, and since then I used, because you will see that it's very easy and you won't create any pleat, and it's like the invisible joint. So we are going to continue like this until we finish to join this side. And one other tip is that while we are making this, well, we can pull a little bit to crunch the collar, and if you feel that you have one part, one side loose, well, you can pull the stitches like this and crunch. Well, we are going to continue like this until we finished. Well, look, here I finished, and at the end I will pull a little bit. Well, now we are going to make a knot, cut the threads, and we are going to hide them like we hide the last threads with our embroidery needle. This is important that we are not going to iron this garment. We are going to use it like this. It doesn't need to iron or anything, okay? Well, let's see how we look. Well, so what do you think? I think that you can create a lot of different things with this technique. You can mix materials, you can mix colors, you can make more rows if you want. Remember that it's up to you. This is just the base, and from this you can pop up your creativity and create different ways of this color, okay? Please, if you make it, I love to see you wearing this garment. Please take a picture and tag me. Don't forget to follow me in all my social media, in Instagram, Facebook, of course in YouTube and in Pinterest. There I share different content, and you will see different information if you want to know where I will be, or what my next project will be. Well, please follow me. Remember that I have a Spanish channel too, where I create more projects like this one. First, I put the video there in my Spanish channel, and as soon as I can, I put the video in English. Well, please don't forget to leave a comment, and if you want and if you love this video, well, you can share this video if you want. It was a pleasure to be with all of you. Give me a like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel too, and to my Spanish channel too. Thank you, and see you the next Wednesday. Bye.